Okay, Alcove, this is the last part of this journey we've been on of holding emotions in the body as pain and how to release those emotions. So, yesterday we left off with healing body pain spiritually involves shifting your relationship with the pain from resistance to acceptance and awareness. By addressing the emotional and energetic roots of physical discomfort, you can activate the body's natural recovery systems. Core spiritual healing techniques: mindfulness and presence. Instead of pushing pain away, observe it without judgment. This creates a mental distance that can reduce the perceived intensity of sensations. Prayer and meditation. Engaging in regular prayer and spiritual reflection can lower cortisol levels and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing the body to enter a state of reconstruction. Energy healing. Practices like Reiki, healing touch, or acupuncture focus on clearing blocked energies and restoring harmony within the body's field. Forgiveness and emotional release. I think this one is super important. Spiritual pain often stems from brokenness or resentment. Reconciling with yourself or others can relieve the physical tension held in the muscles due to emotional burdens. That one's really important because I talked about forgiveness a couple videos ago. And if you are carrying hurt or pain from your past and you don't ever face it or let it go or heal those burdens, you're just carrying them around with you every day, and it gets so heavy. And I think that is just so interesting because I have done a lot of work to let that stuff go, and I physically do feel lighter than I ever have in my life. Like, I think people underestimate how much we really hang on to and what we're holding inside of us that doesn't need to be there. Vibrational healing. Using tools like crystals, sound meditation, or mantras can help shift the internal vibration of the body away from the frequency of pain. Practical steps for self-healing. Befriend the body. Stop viewing the pain as an enemy. Use kind thoughts and self-compassion to improve the body's ability to heal. Rhythmic breathing. Inhale deeply, imagining you are gathering the pain, and slowly exhale to release its energy from your space. Reflective journaling. Write down emotions associated with the pain. Techniques like Rage on the Page help expose repressed feelings that may manifest as physical symptoms. Connect with nature. This is huge for me. Spending time in natural settings can ground your energy and provide a sense of peace that reduces the emotional burden of persistent pain. Grounding affirmations. Slightly affirm your safety and the ability to heal, such as I am safe to feel, release, and heal. Spiritual healing is intended to complement, not replace, professional medical treatment. Always consult a healthcare provider, which absolutely, if you're feeling pain, yes. But this is more emotional pain, So moving forward, I really want to start getting deeper into just meditation and what it can do for ourselves, what it can do to the body, how it can help release things. It's just so funny to me because for literally 5 years I've been meditating just because it was helping me get through hard times and things that I was going through in life, like grief and pain and loss. And I want to talk about grief soon too, because I think a lot of people underestimate what can happen when grief enters your life and all of a sudden the people around you are falling away, or your family is falling apart in ways that you may not have seen coming. And people that you thought would be in your life for the rest of your life, and then all of a sudden they're not there anymore for support. I've had a lot of that. And I think that is really hard for people, because not only are you grieving, but then you're grieving loss of the other people that you thought were going to be there to support you through that grieving. All of a sudden you look around and they're not there anymore. And I think sometimes the universe, God, spirits, whatever you want to believe in, I think that they put things in our life on purpose. Like I said, like with meditation, like I've been doing it for so long now, and I had never looked into any of this. Like, how does it heal the body? How does it help us in situations like grief or suffering or things like that? Or why is meditation so helpful in certain situations? So I just think it's so interesting that all of this has been coming up when I've just been doing it blindsided, you know, just doing it just because it was helping me through all of that grief. So all that to say, I don't know, I just think it's so neat that now looking into all of this and looking back on my life and what I've gone through, how that just naturally came about, and how that happened, and how it helped me turn my grief and my pain into peace and happiness and harmony instead of just more darkness. You know, I think a lot of people need that in those times, and help figuring out how to like alchemize it and turn it into something positive instead of something negative, because it's so easy to stay in those places and in that negativity and get stuck there and never come out the other side of it. So that's all for today, but follow, share, like. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.